todos bienvenidos a Un Poquito de Todo. Welcome, Yvette, again. I love having Yvette.
Oh, I love being here.
I do. I love it. I think we vibe.
We're such a vibe.
This is therapy session. We went out to lunch the other day, and that's what we said. I'm like, you know what? The podcast is therapy. Let's have a therapy session.
And it was too quick, so I'm glad I'm back.
How's your kid?
Better. He had strep throat.
Oh, my goodness.
I would never have guessed.
Oh my goodness! Yeah, we had lunch. We haven't seen each other in a minute, only by phone. So she was like a 5-minute lunch, and she's
Oh my gosh!
it's a
I know.
5-minute lunch. But we needed it, so
Yeah.
I'm glad we did it. I'm glad we're here today, and let's just get stuff out of our chest because I think we need to. Yes,
Chat.
Let's chat.
Chop it up.
But first, congratulations to Miss Yvette. Congratulations to Miss Liz. We made the top 250.
Yes, we did.
NARP. Yes,
we did.
Yes. So that's a big accomplishment for all of us. You said it was a bad year. It's a good year.
You know what? It was a bad year historically,
Well,
right?
yeah, historically, correct. Yeah.
But we still survived. We made it, and we made top 250, and that's huge because it's not easy.
It's not. It's a lot of work. And you know what? They also said that this year, NARP had more than ever. I mean, they had a ton of people that were nominated.
Nice.
So that's good that
That's good.
more and more, I think, Latinos are out there really.
We're resilient, right? Latinos, no matter what you throw at us, we're going to make it work.
We are. We're going to make it work. And and I'm going to touch about this a little bit later, but NARP and the 250, it's not really just about the 250. And I want you guys all to know that and understand. It's a big thing. Oh my God, yeah, we made it. Yeah, we're doing this. And it tells our colleagues what we're all about. But it's a lot of it's a lot of work. And I think more than anything, those numbers for me, no matter what the number is, it's about how many families we touched, how many people we helped, and made the difference in the connection. I think at the end of the day, that's really what it's all about, So I celebrate that more than anything. But guy, I saw some people that had like 230 units solo. Do you believe that? Do you believe those numbers are rigged sometimes?
It's hard for me to, I applaud that. It's hard for me to wrap my head around it because I couldn't imagine having that much. They would have to have some sort of team support system. I mean, how could one person handle and give good customer service to that many people? That's the only thing I wonder.
Yeah.
And I would love to find out how they do it because, even my numbers were not that great, but I was busy and I feel like I was sometimes spread thin a little bit. And that's my only word. Like, how do you service that many people? The logistics of it to me.
Correct. And that's why when I say, hey, a great accomplishment, I think anybody that makes any type of award or numbers or recognition and all that, it's great. But sometimes I wonder, I'm like, how much of that is real? Who really is like number one? How many of those numbers you really did help or who helped you and you're not giving the recognition to, So that's what sometimes I did not participate. Like I'm not the one who actually submitted. Somebody else did, which I didn't even want that to happen because I'm like, okay, you know what? I'm going to do.
You're so humble, girl.
Well, it's not even about that. Honestly, I've done it in the past. No. I've done it in the past and I'm very grateful for that. But I'm like, you know what? I've been, not a funk, but I'm like, I've been trying to, I think, reinvent something that really is not working. I'm staying in my own lane like I've always done. And that's what we kind of discussed the other day. It's worked for the last whatever many years I've done this. And I think the last year I was trying to do something totally different and thought that, oh my God, I think I could do better, I could do that. But I was doing just fine. And I feel that I wasn't focused like I needed to be. So that is why I'm like, you know what? I think I'm done with the whole number things. Yeah. It doesn't matter how many numbers I sell, as long as I guess my bills get paid, I'm content and I feel happy. So that's the only reason why I decided not to. But somebody else actually texted me and posted it for me, so thank you for that.
That's great. And to your point, I had a colleague tell me because he was really upset about how things were going. We weren't selling as much, and I was like, "But we have all these closings," and he's like, "I don't care about that. I don't care. That's done. I care about what we're doing in the future. We're not selling. We need to sell. We need to keep going." So I think that's kind of where you're coming from too. Like that's done. Yeah, you did a great job, but you're always looking for the next, towards the future, and you're not done.
I'm not done, and I'm not done. And what did we say when we were at lunch? Whatever happened from this January to June is done, and July moving forward, I want to have a kick-ass year. I want to do things differently where I'm just focused on us, we used to do, what we're good at, and focus on really the people that make the difference and help us out, and everything else is just all superficial, and it was taking away from what I really want to accomplish, And he's right. I mean, we used to say, we're as good as our last Sunday night report. We're as good as our last...
So you know who I'm talking about?
Yes. We're good as our last, sale or closing.
True. That's how I feel. That's why I think you're so driven and you're so successful, is because you don't get caught up in that. Yeah, and it's kind of silly, right? Yeah, we made top 250, but we're not feeling like we're not done. We could do so much more.
Oh, yeah. Well, for me at least, I know that dude, I did good. And I'm not taking that. I did good. But at the same time, I'm like, God, I did only that?
That's how I feel. I'm like embarrassed. I'm like, why? I don't
what? I could have done way better. And I think last year I did better, but I'm like, the year before, I mean. So you do kind of start rethinking. I'm like, you know what? It's that focus. It's that I was so worried about so-and-so and X, Y, and Z and people that were trying to take away from my space and my time. And guess what? I didn't focus on what mattered and stuff. So I'm saying, and I've been posting this, I am matching everybody. I am matching only good energy. That's it. If you don't match my energy, get the heck out of my life. Really?
Yeah.
I mean, that's honestly the way it's going to be. I don't want any Debbie Downers. We're going to have moments. I don't want people that are not aligned with the same goals, the same visions that I think we have anymore. And I'm still going to have my moments, as I was telling Alex, I'm still going to have my moments where we rethink and we doubt ourselves. But I'm really, really, the last week, I shifted back to my morning meditation, my blessings, and it really matters when you wake up in the morning, when you start with such gratitude and you're just praying or whatever you need to do, your day starts out so much better and everything just kind of lines up. And that's how I am. If you don't match my energy, get the heck out.
And I think maybe last year, because people were not as busy, I think there was people got caught up in social media. Right?
Yeah.
Because they had the time. People weren't closing as much, or things weren't as busy. So I think social media became more prominent than actual doing business. So I think we all got kind of caught up in that a little bit. But you're right. Now that's done, it's time to refocus and actually do the work.
Yeah. You're right. You know what? And the whole social media thing, again, I'm loving it.
Yeah.
So I'm at 10K followers. What the heck happened?
What? This is 10K? This is huge.
I know. And I should have been like, whoa,
we need
the balloons. No, but hold on. And it wasn't even anything. I was never. And
it's organic.
Yes, but I've never really been on the whole, like I said, social media and stuff till somebody kept bringing it up to my attention. And I'm like, well, I just post whatever I want to post and stuff, But I think I started focusing too much on that. Like, oh my God, well, yeah, you're right. I should be posting this. Oh my God, that person is posting that. And I started doing, I met up with some great people. We started doing the podcast. I have Alex here who's helping us record and guide us, and just hired, some social media people and just putting stuff out there. And I think it's just people like that and stuff. And that's how really I've been growing. But I just post and then move on. I'm not looking. I don't know how many people are looking at the videos. I don't know any of that. I don't really care, because then it consumes me completely. So, but I did. That was the biggest thing. I think I focused too much on it. And even if you focus on it for those 2-3 months, it takes away the momentum. And that's, I think, what happened, at least with me. I don't know if that's how you kind of feel with that, but.
Yeah, I mean, it definitely was part of the equation last year. And so, now that things are starting to turn, things are going to get busy again. People are going to come back into the market. So we have to be ready.
I love that. Yes. And there's not going to be enough time for that. I want to see, and I love when I see people out on the field and doing what we used to do, old school stuff, basics, back to basics, open houses. I don't like open houses, but open houses, but even just going to them and seeing agents and interacting.
Yeah.
And I think now in August, when this whole new their rules are not like, nothing's going to change with the whole commission, so agents stop worrying so much. But we as agents, lenders, we need to have now more than ever, we need to have more communication. Face to face, we need to pick up those phones because now we need to make sure that we're helping our other agents and our colleagues, and we stay stronger and we work together. That's super, super important. And because a lot of us are scared out there. We are. A lot of agents, lenders are scared because they think this all new commission thing is going to change. It's funny because I have a lot of sellers calling me now, questioning that. Like, do I have to pay?
Even with the builder.
Do
asking.
they?
Yeah, they're asking.
Really?
It's trippy. Yeah, they're asking about the commission and.
But the builder I didn't think the builder would even.
Well,
change.
the builder already has a set commission.
Correct.
So but my point is that people are educated about it and they're asking about it. And so to your point, and lenders had the same fear. Everything was going automated for us, right? Online lending, Rocket Mortgage, everything was online. It was scary because we're like, well, are we not going to have a job? But I think the important part is to stay ahead of the technology. The technology is great, but at the end of the day, people come to you because they want you to help them because your skill set. And that's what's going to set you apart. Even with this whole commission thing. I mean, if people are not going to care, they just want you to help them because they know you can get it done, right? So to them, the value's there.
Yeah. But builders they're not really following. They're paying whatever they pay. They don't they do disclose on MLS, but they're not really disclosed. They're still paying, right?
So every builder's different. I can't
Yeah.
speak for all builders, but they will have a set referral fee. That's how it works because builders
And that's how it's always worked.
Yeah, it's always been like that. Builders have their own sales agents internally. So
Correct.
they pay a referral fee for a realtor to bring someone in.
Yes. Yeah, and that's exactly. So one of you're the guy that you referred
Yeah.
me. That's one of the questions that we had a full conversation
Oh,
about.
interesting. Okay, that came up.
So we talked about. So just so you guys know, that's how I educate my sellers from the get-go and stuff. But somebody else is in their ear, or maybe what they hear or see in the media and stuff. But we conversated, talked about price. I told him what I thought. It was a great conversation.
Good.
We hung up. Okay. And then like 10 minutes later, he called me back. And he goes, Liz, I want to ask you. And then he said, yeah, but the whole commission thing. So he goes, so how does that work? I'm like, commissions never change. So that, just so we are clear, sellers have always had the right to pay whatever they want to pay. It's just now as agents, when you are the listing agent, you just have to be more transparent who's paying what. That's it. I think it's going to make us a lot stronger, buyers, agents, and I do have a lot of buyers. So buyers, agents, I mean, I don't know, who do we have to prove we're better to the listing agent or the seller at this point, but we're still catering and we're still helping and going above and beyond, I think, for our buyers, especially in my case, because I do deal with a lot of Latinos. Yeah. I need to hold their hand a lot.
Right.
So I know what my value is, what I bring to the table and stuff, but nothing's going to change. It's just a transparency for the seller. Like I told Mr. Seller, if you don't pay at the end of the day, and if you're trying to pay only one side and have the other buyers, you're not going to sell your home.
Right.
That's the bottom line. You see it now. There's some agents out there that are putting 1% commissions to the buyer's agents. Yeah, which is fine. At the end of the day, don't look at the commission. Do it because you really want to help this buyer that loves his home. But then you have, we all do this, but then you see the next door house is selling for 2.5%. You should not be steering the other buyer just because of the commission to the other home. But the other agents do that. They see, so what happens? The 1% stays on the market longer. And it sucks, but that's what happens. So that's kind of how I explain it. It's up to you however you want your home to move and stuff. But that's funny that they do. I'm telling you, buyers, sellers, are buyers concerned that they might be the ones that have to pay?
We've had that
The
question.
agents. I'm assuming it's the agents asking.
Right. So,
Yeah.
well, I've had buyers ask too, because a lot of times people come in and they want to buy a new home and they have to sell their home. So those questions come up. And so we try to answer them the best we can. But I do feel that there is and this has been historic in my experience, that there has been steering going on.
Always.
Especially with builder, because a lot of builders, some of them do pay top dollar, 3%, 2.5%. Some of them only pay 1%. So I feel like once that conversation is had, sometimes realtors will steer, and it's unfortunate. At the end of the day, the client is the one that suffers. But I just hope that whatever happens, that it ends up being transparent, clear, and that the more accountability that everyone has to be fair and honest, I think it's a good thing.
Yeah, and that's what it boils down to, transparency. I don't think a lot of agents out there are transparent. They're being greedy, and they have, and this is why we're paying the price and stuff. So, and we need more ethical agents. At the end of the day, we need agents that are really, helping, and that's what it boils down to.
Yeah.
It was an unethical agents, and there's a lot of them out there. So hopefully, it starts eliminating the ones that shouldn't be around. They really just do it for the money.
Gives the industry a bad name.
It does. It gives all of us. They think the realtors are also
greedy.
Mhm,
Yeah,
they're
and same with
scumbags.
lenders. I mean, when you go and buy a car, I mean, that's probably the worst experience ever, right? So we do get compared a lot to that process. And it's like, I know
The bait and switch.
Oh, for
bullshit, we get that
sure.
all
The
time,
bait
yeah.
and switch, if I say one thing and another thing comes out. And luckily, we've had processes in place to eliminate that now too, right? With all of our regulations, which has helped us, because I see a lot less of that, but it still happens.
That's another good point that you just made, that lending changed completely when back in the day when all that, and we thought like, oh my God, the 3-day, oh my God. We thought whatever.
Dodd-Frank, whatever.
Yeah, and
We thought our
just,
life was over. That's
we
why
did.
We're sitting back looking at you guys like, we know what you're going through right now.
Exactly.
We get it.
So that was a huge change.
It changed the industry forever. It still has not been
And
the same.
we all adjusted.
We all adjusted.
Buyers and sellers adjusted. And it's just, I think it matters. It really does matter who you work with.
Mm-hmm.
I say that all the time. And more as I get older and I see more and more and we sell more, you realize like, dang, it really does matter. Like it makes a difference in your business, in your life, and just it
my gosh.
matters who you work with, how they educate you, the trust. I mean, I and not to get into detail, but even myself, like I was dealing with a certain person, and the person that they were dealing with came with a bunch of, and this is lenders, came with we could talk this one off if anybody wants to know, but came with a bunch of baggage and bullshit. And because this other person was involved or whatever, my name it matters who you work with.
It could be catastrophic if you choose the wrong representation.
Oh, I agree.
You can lose money. You can lose your house.
Trust more than anything.
And unfortunately, with lenders, it happens quite often. A lot of lenders right now are desperate because the market is so tough. So they will say and do anything just to get you in the door. And then, 3 days before closing, you find out your loan's not approved. You're not qualified, whatever. And that is catastrophic. That's life-changing.
It is. So at the end of the day, interview people, and if you feel the trust, and I would say that you know who really you could trust. You feel it by just the way maybe they talk to you, or they have the best interest. I mean, not just about the money. I never really even like to talk about that with my clients and stuff. So agents out there as well, who you work for, makes a huge difference.
Definitely.
As well. I've had agents that, again, what do we bring to the table? We bring knowledge.
Experience.
We bring a lot of years of experience.
Yes.
And genuinely, not you can see it by the numbers. I mean, somebody year after year, and I'm talking for both of us.
Yeah.
I mean, you don't sell year after year, 20 plus years later if you suck, if you don't know what you're doing.
Right.
Bottom line,
Right.
you do not. There's some new companies out there that are coming up, and I know that they're hiring. It's all about a numbers game and stuff. But a lot of these agents just like to see and hear, oh my God, it looks pretty and stuff. But I challenge you, my agents, that when you are out there, and lenders, okay, because when you guys are out there looking for where you want to be, I challenge you to really sit down with the people who are hiring you or who you're teaming up with and ask them, like, what have you done? Like, in reality, okay, you have a good talk. You could promote yourself and hire and do whatever you want. But how many homes have you really sold? How many people have you really, really helped that when I am stuck in a bind, when I have something that I can't do, that you've been there, that you've done it, that you know how to help me get to the next level, you're going to help me close this transaction. And honestly, I don't think agents, especially the new ones, understand how important that is.
This could be a whole episode.
Yeah.
This is
the episode, Yvette.
the one. Let me take my gloves off.
And it pisses me off.
Listen, this is huge, and right now I'm struggling with this personally. So, value.
Both, you and I, yeah.
Value, though, like what do you bring to the table as a mentor? As why am I paying you? Why am I splitting commissions? Whatever it may be, because these people have a job to do, right? These recruiters, these team leads.
Of course,
their job is to bring in bodies to close so that they get paid, right? So what's the value there? Like, and you're right. People don't see that. They just see the glitz and the smoke. But when you start looking under the hood and dissecting what really is going on here, it's all about money. It's all about money.
Of course. They want your body. The more bodies they have, obviously, the more they're gonna make. This is why you see these, we're hiring now, whatever it may be, which is fine. Hey, I want these companies to grow, but what exactly is underneath?
But to your point, you said you want to match energy, right? You don't want any more bullshit. I mean, so same. Like, why would you hire an agent that's not going to listen, take you seriously, absorb the information, do the work? They're just going to suck your energy and your time.
And that's what's been happening. So no more of that. I just think that that's the energy has to match. And I'm going to get pickier on what I have.
Good.
I don't even know. Sometimes I thought I wanted something huge or whatever, and it was that's totally off. But what I'm saying is just I challenge you guys. I challenge you agents. Like, go stick with people that really bring value at the end of the day, and know their shit and
want to see you succeed.
And sell and work. At the end of work, man, I don't care where you land or what you guys end up doing. Put in the damn freaking work. That's the bottom line. Numbers that you see, just because I'm working.
I think people expect things to be handed to you, and that's just a generation. I think we're old school. We're a little bit older. We've been through the trenches, so it's just you have to do the work, and it takes years. I mean, I've been doing this 24 years. You've been doing the same.
Yep.
It takes work, and you have to put in. You have to follow the steps to get to where you want to be.
Consistency, and we keep saying that over again. And I'm with you on the whole. We have to put in the work and the years and stuff. But from day one, girl, it's the drive. And I don't want to say it's this generation because my kids are in this generation. Same. I don't want to say that. I think it's case by case, as individual by individual for sure and stuff. But early on, I mean, since I was young, I mean, even before real estate, I remember graduating from high school and going to college, and I worked retail. Okay, I did. Back in the day, who knows Contempo? Did you ever go into Contempo?
Like Wet Seal?
Yes, it was Wet Seal. So, yes, that was.
I never fit in their damn clothes. I was 6 feet tall.
I was so super fatigued, this little Clueless. You remember the movie Clueless?
Yes.
Okay, well, that was back in the day. Well, anyways, so I was a senior in high school, and my first job was at Contempo because I thought I was one of the Clueless girls. So at Contempo, but my point to that is, early on, I knew, like, okay, you know what? I'm just a sales rep, and I'm going to graduate soon. I'm going to be an assistant manager. Like, but that's already, I think, the way we're built. So
do you think that could be taught, or you think you're just born with it?
I think a little bit of everything. I think it could be a combination of both. I think it's possibly also, like, I saw how hard my dad worked. It could be that. I'm the oldest of three. But I don't think, but I was 16, 17 years old. I mean, my 16, 17-year-old does not think that. They don't really have a job yet. so no, I don't know, because I think it could be a little bit of both, and wanting. I was brought up. I mean, my parents worked hard. My dad worked hard. But we weren't rich.
Right.
So we got food, we got fed, shelter, and we got whatever we wanted on our birthday or on Christmas, but nothing extra. So I think and forget anything that was like designer or expensive.
Yeah.
Like, you loca, come on, and stuff.
Literally, they would say, "Estás loca?"
No, sí, like, no.
Mira, ¿quién te crees?
¿Quieres comer? But I think I wanted more, and I knew I was built to do more. And so, yeah, I worked hard. I think I was smart. And it's not even so much about working hard. I was smart enough to know who I needed to impress.
Bingo.
It is. Until this day, at this age, it's who you needed to impress.
Who do you surround yourself with?
Yes. Who you need to shake hands with.
Yes.
Who is gonna really
Preach.
But genuinely, now where it feels like we're kissing ass, but more,
Nope. Nothing about kissing ass. You're, and I tell my kids that too. Who you surround yourself with matters.
Oh, it does. 100%. And I think also your energy, when you bring, and this is and I know this, when you bring in good energy,
Yes.
and you just have
People
that good
feel
aura,
it.
people feel it. You're genuine.
They're
So I
drawn to
did.
you.
I teamed up. I was with the manager. Her name was Kelly. Oh, I love her. And I just was her little, prodigy. And as soon as I graduated high school, they gave me my own store.
That's amazing.
Yeah. They
That's
gave
amazing.
me, and then from that moment on, once you accomplish a certain thing, that's what I tell that, hey, I could only go up from here. I could only go up and up and up. So I people don't do that, or people don't have that. They think that let's do a cute video and post it. Oh, let's do this. Oh my God, it's gonna give me. It takes more than that. It takes more. It's being around the people like us that know people that are gonna get you to the next level, because we've done it, and that's how I've done real estate my whole entire time. That's how everywhere. When I started real estate as well, that's the thing. I'm like, you know what? I'm gonna do what it takes to sell this amount of homes, and I'm gonna be rookie of the year if it kills me, pregnant and all that. And I did it, and I continue to do it.
So you're a goal getter.
Yes, and so it's about being smart. It's about it's working your ass off. I don't know.
And setting those goals, and I think that's important. You set those goals. I want to do this month. I'm going to close 10 homes.
Yes.
10 loans, and you set the goal and you work towards it.
Correct. Yeah. And it makes a difference. Be with the people that make a difference, because we've had down markets, and but let me tell you, when you have accomplished something and you've seen it. And even if you might be at the bottom of, you are like, shit, what the heck I'm going to do in my life? What the heck I have? Back in 2008, I decided to have 2 babies back to back, and the market just freaking went to shit.
It's terrible.
It was horrible. I was going through depression. I was doing all that. And that's when I got introduced to new homes. But I was going through depression. I hated my life. I hated the kids. It was just, and there was just, guess what? There was no money. Honestly, whatever I did have, the market wasn't the same. Buyers and sellers, everybody was losing. Everybody was just letting stuff go. And you were just dipping into your savings. You were dipping into the savings you were getting. But I saw it, and I knew I could do it. And that's all I know how to do. And then you just pick up yourself and say, you know what? Let's go back to the basics, how I got to this point. And you just keep moving and moving and moving. And I haven't stopped since then. And that is, so those new agents, and I'm not even talking about new agents, all agents, people that say that they can't do it, or it's so hard. It's only hard because it's in your head.
Just always
and you're not feeling it in your soul. That's it. So while you're behind these companies that have, all these agents, and they think they're training you for what? I could train you on a phone. I could train you on a textbook if you want. But the real training comes from what? Actually doing it. Making the mistakes.
Right? Going through it. Having the right support system. And that time made you who you are today.
Yeah.
The downtimes make you who you are.
Who you are, yeah. So when I question myself, I'm like, okay, stupid Liz.
You've been through, this is nothing. This is nothing. We've been through literal hell.
Yeah.
And personally and professionally. And we made it
And
out
we're still, so that
stronger
is
than
why
ever.
when I say, dang, God, I love this therapy session.
I love
and
it
I know this, and we all know this, though. But when I say, or when I doubt myself, and we're like, oh my gosh, so-and-so, F you. Because guess what? You know what? We know our worth. We know what we're really worth. And we want people that appreciate the worth and not just cualquier baboso or babosa out there that think they're going to give you more or not and stuff. So, yes. Yeah, I hate those. I mean, hey, no, I can't say I hate. I love the fact that there's a lot of, because that's what we're doing. We want to recruit. We want to recruit good people.
Yep.
And I want trained people now. I want people that at least
are willing to at least learn.
Yeah. And sell and
Just perfect their craft.
Correct.
Maybe they are great agents and they have a good track record, but maybe they just need that extra push.
Yeah. And see who's like with us. Like, why I know that I'll go back to when I started new homes and stuff. Sea lo que sea. I mean, the person that was there, you saw how hard that person worked, and you saw I don't know not, but you saw how hard that person worked and how smart that person was, and you sometimes were. I mean, así de baboso que era sometimes. You were in awesome, and you wanted to do good for him or her.
I think that, yes, when you have the right leader in place, people are going to love and hate that person. I think being a management or a leadership position is tough, regardless, because it's a tough thing to be. But I think when you have that, when you are able to command respect in a way that people want to do better, they want to impress you, they want to show you, what they're made of. I think that was, a lot of people have struggled with that because they already have their own doubts, and if they just don't have the confidence to prove whoever is wrong, right? For me, I know who you're talking about, and I felt like, okay, he hates me, she hates me, he or she hates me. I'm going to prove that I'm a fucking badass and that I actually can do this. And I was young, and I did. I proved myself. So I never got recognition, I never got good job, but I didn't need it. Me being there was recognition enough. And I'm still here.
Yeah.
And so I think that
With he or she.
So I think that being a good leader, not everybody can do it, and not everybody can command respect. That has to be earned. And so you have to prove yourself both ways.
And I think that's where
Mutual respect.
No, yeah. But you worked harder. I did get recognized, and I did get put.
You guys did, yeah.
I did. I did get recognized. I did, and I can't even.
You were the top agent. I mean, you guys.
But I worked my ass off.
Oh, you for sure. And you were not. I mean, we were like, if you're working with Liz, you better be on your freaking A game.
Yes.
Because she doesn't play. And I love that. And that's who I continue to want to be around, because I don't want to be around half-assed people. I want to be like, oh, this girl is on her A game. I cannot miss. Makes you want to step up, makes you want to prove yourself, and let's do this together. If you have somebody that doesn't even want to be there, it's going to affect the whole team.
It does. And that's what I forgot. Honestly, I had to go back and remember, like, you know what? I am badass.
Oh, 100%.
And I always was on my A game.
Yeah.
And I allowed people to, oh my God, I'm going to get emotional.
I know, huh? I know, like, why do we have PTSD?
I think. Son of a gun.
Time out.
I don't want time out. Hold on.
I'm getting self-tanning all over your chair. Sorry.
Are you? I'm
Over your
going to
chair.
go lay out. I don't know if I could do the whole self-tanning. Anyways, okay, going back. But I allowed people to disrespect me. Yeah. We're leaving it at that. Oh my God!
Do we have tissues? ¿Tienes un tissue?
What the heck? No, I did, because I thought, like, and I didn't even want to cry. I wasn't even emotional today. Give me a tissue, somebody.
I think I need to be a psychiatrist.
Oh my God, I wasn't even emotional. But you know what? You hit a chord, because that's exactly, oh my God.
It digs deep. We're digging deep.
Oh my God.
This is what we do. We dig deep.
No, but no quiero llorar. Yeah, oh my God. And I think that
Échate un pedo so she'll laugh.
no, I'll be fine. No, but that's the thing. I think that I was trying to find something that to fulfill. I don't even know what it was, or trying to prove to someone something that, like, I already proved. I don't need to prove anything to anyone, but because I am badass, we're badass, and that's all. Anyways, this was not a crying moment.
But you, just so you know, are a huge inspiration because you recognized it and you took that leap. Okay, you took that leap of faith and you invested in yourself, and that's not easy. I have yet to do that, and that's why I think that I admire you so much, and because of that. And so,
you're so sweet.
I'm just real talk. I mean, it's not an easy thing to do. It's scary.
Yeah, every day is scary.
Yeah, because you wake up every day unemployed, right?
Oh, for sure. Yeah.
You have to make it happen.
Oh my God, I cried, girl.
That's what I do. I make people cry.
You sure did. My makeup. Oh my God, ya me siento como you know who.
You still look amazing.
Oh my goodness. Anyways, well, you know what? I'm glad you said. Oh my God, so glad you said that. But yeah, that's. So, anyways, no more. No, I can't do that. I can't. Yeah, we just be around people. Be around people like us. Look how genuine we are, and we make shit happen. We're humble, and I think that's what people see too. Like the people that matter. You know. Oh, ya estoy bien. So yeah, well, thank you. I appreciate you. For that.
Yeah, of course. And I think that you and I are still growing, even though we've known each other 20 plus years, and we're still trying to find our groove, and we will. And that's the beauty of it, is that nothing's forced. We're not trying to monetize each other. We're not greedy people.
Oh, yeah.
Same with our clients. We're here to truly help. Of course, it's how we make a living, but we don't operate that way. So, everything that we do comes from the heart and our passion, which is to help the real estate, to help not just Latinos, to help people become wealthy through real estate. Yeah. That's what we do.
And you know what? And you're right. I'm so damn passionate. And I think that's what pisses me off sometimes. I'm so damn passionate about what I do, what I believe, and just my dedication, that when I see these people come and agents and other, that they don't have that same.
It's almost like a joke to them, and it's not serious. Yeah.
And that's when you get super annoyed and just like, what do you want from me? What do you want for yourself? Do you really want to better yourself, you know? So anyways, we could go back and forth. I could cry and cry about it. But I'm gonna go through roller coasters. I think we all are. We question a lot of things and stuff. And I know we've talked, I think, a little bit about this before. But that's exactly what I think I needed to hear, and I knew that. It's to respect is very, very important. Both sides mutual. And if you don't have it, and if you're not giving it, let's be open about it. Let's be transparent. And we need to walk away. We need to walk away. At the end of the day. Even if it's personal, if it's on a personal level, business level, if respect is huge.
Exactly. And it's a small industry and it's a small world.
Yes.
So karma, I believe, is a BITCH, and it will always come around. So treat people how you want to be treated in business too. Agents will remember you. If you treat someone like shit, or a deal goes sideways and you just messed up the whole thing, next time your name comes across their desk, what do you think is going to happen?
Yeah.
And now your clients are affected.
Unless they need you. Unless they really need you.
Even then, it's not all deals are good deals. Not all money is good money.
Oh, you know what? And that's what was going to be my next point. Not all people are worth it. Not all money's good. Not all people are worth it. And learn how to walk away from them.
Yeah.
Learn how to fire people when you need to fire them in your life. And yes, and I'm good at that. I'm telling you, I'm so like open and transparent, and I'm outspoken. I do say what I feel and stuff, but sometimes I not that I get stuck. I just don't want to, I think, hurt people's feelings and stuff. But if you don't align with my values, my core value, everything that I believe in, solo is better.
Solo bolo.
Solo is better. Like we said, we're staying in our own lane. We're doing us, And that's all I want to do. And you know what? And the minute that I focus, the minute that I really like, hey, Liz, stop it, stay in your own lane, I see things shifting. I see things moving, and business is growing. I start now prospecting and getting, and just everything gets lined up. I'm part of the Inman.
Yes, let's talk about that. Can we talk about that? I'm super proud
and
of
that's
you.
another thing
Let's
where
do it.
like, you know what? That's one of the reasons, and I'm very passionate about that too. It's kind of like the NARP thing.
Yeah. Tell
But
me more.
I went to Inman in January of this year, and I felt like the connections that I made were they were good, genuine connections from all levels. I mean, you have some celebrity agents up there. They go and they even if you're just somebody who's not saying there were nobodies, but that it's just either starting or you don't have this big platform. They are there to really mastermind with you, and you learn so much from them, and they're all so genuine. And I didn't feel like so many other events that they were very clicky. Like I felt like everybody was there really to collaborate. One of the rooms that one of the girls, Bianca, she is from the Selling Hamptons. I didn't even know she was part of that show, girl. So they had a mastermind with her, and it was just a bunch of us in a room, runabout thing, and we were just kind of sharing ideas, not knowing I just thought she was an agent. Later to find out, I was like, oh.
She's like a TV star?
This is like a real deal celebrity and
wow.
stuff. But she was going through the same problems that we were going and talking to us about that. I just loved it. And everybody after that, we exchanged numbers, and I'm like, you know what? Next time I come, I don't want to come to these if I'm not submerged, involved. I want to be part of it, and I want to be the one who's interacting with everybody and I know everybody. And that is why I decided to do that. I focused, and I reached out to the people that would get me to that level. And I said, you know what? I'm going to do this. I interviewed literally the day of, because I mean, I don't know how much I should say this, but the interview process was already done, okay?
Oh, wow.
And it was done. I called, we did a Zoom, and you know what? She liked me. She liked my energy, and that's to show, you know what? I do, whenever I set my mind to do something, I always accomplish it. And I got in. I got in within like amongst other people that
amazing.
want. But no, I love it. I love it, and I'm glad I'm going to be part of this group. It's going to be in Las Vegas this year, and I'm glad to grow and just to be at different platforms. And I wanted to do it. One of the reasons why I told her that I wanted to be part of it, because I didn't see as many like Latino agents and part of the NARP thing. I think they need to be part of that as well, you know? Because it shouldn't just be, hey, all Latinos, let's stick together and stuff like that. Because, you know, we're all met. I mean, a lot of us, some people are married to Latinas or whatever it may be. So their kids are also half. And I just think that we all need to grow, because we could all learn from each other. And not only, there's a lot of agents out there that are not Latinos that are tapping into the Latino market.
100%. Yeah.
You know?
We're the largest demographic in California, at
Yeah.
least.
So I think these big groups, these big organizations, it's the same goal. What are we trying to do is help agents. We're trying to help buyers, sellers. We're all trying to just, figure it out together. And I think the bigger the groups are and the more we really interact, it'll be that much easier to lean on each other when a problem arises, when we have lawsuits like what we're doing with the
Right.
commissions. And
Right.
now we're all helping and referring. Now we're referring people from maybe New York, or having people from California moving, or wherever it may be. So it's good to also be in people's faces. And the more you're out there, I think, the more, your business grows. You are in different platforms. Other doors are opening. More than ever with NARP and Inman. And now I have more speaking events coming up. I'm
amazing.
so nervous. And that wouldn't have happened either if I wasn't involved, not so much with social media, but with these people face to face.
Right.
So, and we need to work on that with you, who you're working with.
Yeah.
And,
Yeah, it's a work in progress for sure. I am a lot of meditating, a lot of prayer, trying to figure out my next step and knowing my worth too. So I'm still learning. I'm right there with you.
And you are worth a lot. You know that.
Thank you.
You are, honestly, you are, oh my God, I don't want to say names because I'm ready to throw names.
Don't do it.
I'm not. Look, at the end of the day, business is business. And I've always said that, okay? I'm going to give you an example of one of my best friends. She was here with me about 3 weeks ago. And she is also a lender. And I love her. I love her as a person. She is like someone that I could call at 2 a.m. if I needed her and stuff. And she's also a lender.
Yeah.
And we did do business for a while. It's not this, it's somebody else. We did business for a while, and it just didn't work out. Okay, and I don't know if it was a transaction that went sideways, and both of her personalities kind of clash. And when you know someone for a very, very long time, it's easy to sometimes, get comfortable and take each other for granted sometimes. And then you start, like, you think you could say this and offend. But then it hits home and it hits into the heart. Okay. So I made a decision and I gave her a lot of business, and she was my primary. I made a decision, you know what? Business is business.
Yes.
And personal is personal. And the person that I am, I will, if I genuinely love you as a person, and you are my true friend, because if you were my friend, you wouldn't be here. But if you genuinely are a true person, like you are my friend, and if forget business, Alex knows this too, and you guys I am there. Now, if it doesn't work out for the business side, it doesn't work out. And if you did something to me, or you're not paying me properly, or I feel, you know what, it's business. It is business. I gotta do guess what? Take care of me, what works for me at the end of the day. And you always have to remember that. That's the one thing that I will never, ever, no matter what happens in my life, nobody messes with my money.
Amen.
No, but I'm serious. But aside, because I got to pay bills. I got to pay. So you got to take care of you.
Right.
And personally, and again, me and her are friends, we decided this is the best thing that I need to do. Financially, it worked better for me. And I needed to have more of a peace of mind. I needed to wake up every morning feeling that.
And you guys are still friends?
Oh, yeah, we're best friends.
So then she's a real friend.
Oh,
right?
absolutely.
Because
absolutely, yes. And if they're not your real friends, and if people are only there for either money, are they there?
Opportunity.
An opportunity. If they're there just to take advantage of you, and I think they're going to need you to get from point A to point B, and then they're going to drop you. You know that. Then you know what? Guess what? They're not worth you being in their lives, honestly.
Right.
And if you do so much work, I always know if you do a lot, and this goes for family, even my kids sometimes, if you feel that you do over and over the same thing and people are just putting you down or not giving you that recognition, why even stay there? Why put ourselves through that? Why? And we keep doing it. It's like that abusive relationship.
100%. And the loyalty, and I don't know if it's a Latina thing, I don't know. My loyalty sometimes is a disservice to myself.
Yeah. Well, you need to work on that.
I know.
I'm sorry. I know. I'm loyal to people. I am. I really am. And one thing is, I do not hold grudges. I do not. I will not. But if you hurt me really and you've left some sort of feeling where it just didn't make me feel good, I'm not ever going to hate you. But I'm not ever going to look at you the same.
Yeah.
And if you genuinely went behind my back or doing stuff or weren't transparent with me and you want to everybody deserves second chances. I understand. But if you ever want to come back, I don't want you back.
Yeah.
I don't want you back because guess what? You're flaky and you're going to leave and you're going to do that.
Yeah.
So that one thing I'll tell you, I'm not.
Reputation. That's just reputation is everything. And I agree with you. You don't have to hate somebody or wish them ill. You just know that it's just not a good fit and you wish them well, but it's just not your vibe.
Yeah.
It's not going to work.
But you need to recognize that a little bit.
Oh, I know. I'm getting there.
Yeah.
Girl. I'm enrolled in the Liz seminar to.
No, I'm still. I mean, there's things that I'm working on.
No one's perfect, but I do think that that is one thing that a lot of people need to. It's not so much skill because we have the skill. It's just I don't know. It's so beyond. It could be loyalty and spirituality and karma, and I really believe all those things. So the way that I move is very genuine, and I don't know. I'm trying to figure it out.
But you could move genuine. You could be very genuine, but you gotta be genuine to yourself.
I need to stand up for myself,
You
and
really
that's
do.
yeah.
Because listen, and again, I was never somebody would step all over me. I've never been, but at some point in your life, you do allow it more. I say this: if it doesn't make me happy, I'm not doing it anymore.
Or money.
Yeah, well, money comes. I think money will always come. If you do the right thing, if you work hard, it always, thank you, Lord, nunca me ha faltado, gracias, Señor.
Lord,
I've been
always
super
provides.
blessed with that and stuff. I'm not chasing the money either. So I think that's something that nunca, as tough as it may be, I'm telling you, my God has blessed me and will continue to bless me. Amen to that.
Amen. God is good.
No, but now I don't do things that don't make me happy. And they do not make me happy. And that goes with my kids, my husband, my family. And they might not agree. They might be mad. But it is what it is. I am sorry. I have to be okay with it because I'm going to feel forced, and it's not going to sit well with me. And sometimes I get in trouble. I used to care more before about like, oh my God, I got to tell so-and-so that I'm doing this, or I got to, because se me va a enojar, or I don't do that anymore. I do what I do. And unless you're paying for my shit, then you have a say. If not, sometimes even my husband, I'm like, oh, didn't I tell you to do? And it's not because I don't want to. It's just, you know what? It feels right. I want to do it. I don't want to overthink things anymore. That is the biggest thing that stops us from doing things.
100%.
Overthinking.
100%.
Like, I go through thoughts. Believe me, I voice them. He knows. And I want to, and then at that moment, I was like, fuck it, let's just keep doing it. Yeah. Whatever decision I made, I made it. And when you do not overthink them, you need to work on that shit, man.
I know. I do. I overthink too much. So.
And sometimes when we overthink, I think we make the wrong decisions.
Oh, for ourselves.
Yeah.
We make the right decisions for everyone else.
Yeah.
But then we're like,
ourselves.
fuck, like, damn. So I'm getting there.
We're going to work on that. We all need to work. We're all working progress and stuff. So anyways, I don't know how long this has been, pero ya terminé. This was good. I didn't mean that was not supposed to happen. I was really, like, I'm so good. Like, I'm telling you, I've been so good. And I guess I just needed
we needed this. So thank you. Me too. I'm over here like shit.
Oh my God. I was like, you know what? Yeah, but that respect. And it's like, sometimes también, even you're at home, don't you feel sometimes you're like, pues, what am I pintada la pared? Like, kids, come on, you know?
Oh, yeah. But that's a whole other episode también.
Yeah, that's a whole dysfunctional therapy.
Oh, yeah.
But okay, before we hold on, my daughter, my 15-year-old says, Mom, I think we all need therapy. Oh my God. She told me that when we were in Puerto Vallarta. I just got to end that. And I was like, oh my God, do you think I'm a bad parent? For my no, but then she goes, no, you know, and then the more, this is good for us, but she goes, no, I think therapy is really, that's probably what they teach them in TikTok or school. She goes, but therapy, I think everybody needs therapy separately. Just, you know, sometimes you have things that, and she's right, but when she told me that, I'm like, oh my God, I think I'm just.
That's so funny. Oh my
She's
gosh.
15.
Good for her. She's a
know.
smart cookie.
Oh, I guess. I'm like, maybe I'm screwing them up.
No.
Ni modo. This is what you got. You got this, mama.
Yeah. Oh, well, make it work.
All right, kids. Nos dejamos. Anything else you need to say?
No,
Anything
thank you.
else?
This was amazing, as always.
Oh, my God. Okay, well. I don't even know what. Oh, look at Alex texting away. Who are you texting? All right, mi people, los dejo. It was a pleasure again being here. Hopefully you guys enjoyed the show. Never, ever do we ever mean to offend, disrespect anyone. If you guys have any comments or I know that we all go through the same stuff. If this is something that hit home, hey, you know, call us.
Yes,
let us know.
reach
And
out.
yeah, we should all mastermind. That's another thing we were thinking of doing. We're going to definitely.
Oh, that's right.
We are going to hopefully, and I want to do it as soon as possible, have like an agent mastermind, lenders, and let's just, no agenda attached to just, you know, have fun and just enjoy each other and support. And if someone you feel like you need to cry about a deal or whatever it may be, I think we need to open up and have that platform for us,
Yes.
for them. And I think it's going to be something good. So
let's do it. Join us.
Yes,
next level stuff here.
absolutely. There's a lot more to come. I know that. I feel it in my soul. I feel it in my bones. So this is just the beginning of us. So, well, los dejo un poquito de todo. Liz Alarcon, la reina de las casas.